Good morning, micro followers, and welcome to the third part and final part of your basic budget-friendly soap making tutorial. It's been about 38 hours. We had our soap insulated with our towel in our box, sitting untouched. Usually I go 48 hours, but for the sake of finishing this tutorial and not leaving you guys hanging, decided to go ahead and do the reveal. So we have our beautiful soap. Hopefully it doesn't give me a hard time coming out of the mold, since I'm a little bit premature. I saved these out of my husband's cases. He buys soda for work for the week, and so I saved these, and these come in handy as far as putting the soap on something when I unmold them. So let's go ahead with this. It's pulling away from the mold nicely, so that's a good sign. Oh, a little bit of breakage there. Okay. We're going to work some air down in between the soap and the mold just a little bit. If you're using, like old Tupperware or something rather, obviously you don't have to worry about this part. Gentle press. My washer's in the background, so I apologize. That turned out lovely. I don't have any left inside the mold, which means that it has cured long enough in the mold. So as far as cutting your soap, you don't need a special soap cutter. You can literally use just a regular kitchen knife and just cut it to, however thick you want it. I got these on Amazon. You can get these at the Dollar Tree. This one actually came with my soap box, but I got this soap box with this cutter and a wavy design cutter, I think like for $13. So it wasn't expensive. So let's go ahead and get this in the cutter, and we'll see what we're looking like. I got the washer going in the background in case I didn't say that already, so I apologize if there's any weird sounds. Okay, and there we go. My lighting is doing it again. And that's going to be your basic, budget-friendly, homemade lye soap. And I'll go ahead and get these all cut up. And we'll see how many bars we've got versus the expense. Okay, and here we are. I've got the whole loaf sliced up. We ended up with 9 bars. The cost approximately, with the supplies that I showed you, comes to about $3 for 9 bars. And then at this point, you need to let these cure. 6 to 8 weeks is best. I go ahead with the 12 just to be on the safe side. If I didn't mention it in the previous videos, the longer you let these cure, the more of a harder, stable bar you'll have. So these technically can be used in a few days, but what's going to happen is they're almost going to completely disintegrate. So you need to let them cure, which is actually letting all the water and moisture out of the bar. That way you have a nice hard bar that's durable in your water. Now I'll take you over here and I'll show you how I like to cure my bars. The lighting's really awful over here in this corner, but this pad right here, I think it's for cross stitching. I bought it comes in a 2 or 3 pack at Walmart, and I like to put my soap on these because it allows for air circulation underneath the bar. A great way to know when your bar is cured and ready for use is by weighing it on the scale. So if you put it on the scale and it weighs, let's say 4.5 ounces, and then you give it a week or two and then you weigh it again and then it's 4.2 ounces, it's losing weight, which is the water that I was telling you about. You need to wait for it to evaporate out of the soap, which is going to allow all the molecules to pack real tight together. That's what's going to make your soap durable in the shower, in the bath, in the sink, hand washing, whatever. So if you weigh your soap weekly or bi-weekly, and then you'll notice that you'll get to a point to where your soap is no longer dropping in weight, that is when you know that your soap is cured. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy making soap for your friends and family. It's great for self-sufficiency because you'll always have it on hand. And because it is the budget-friendly recipe, these are things that you can get a hold of fairly easy and fairly affordable. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask. You can find me here on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook. Drop me a message or leave it in the comments. I will help you out the best I can. I would love to see some of your guys' creations with your homemade soaps. And as always, thanks for watching, micro followers. Have a super day and happy soap making.